That's all it is.
Yeah, honey, I know. I know. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you coming on. Hold on one second. Yeah, honey. Yeah, I'm in the studio. I'm about to go. Damn, yeah, it was only one or two pictures, and it was just cause 10. Yeah, it was 10. You counted them. Huh. Well, I liked them all because she had a fat. I gotta go. Love you. Bye. Taking no shorts. Coming right up.
We talking about practice. Not a game, not a game, not a game. We talking about practice.
Now I gotta talk, we all gotta be quiet. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, woo, wheeling dealing, limousine riding.
I'm a man, I'm 40.
And now your host, Taking No Shorts podcast, Jay Grizzy.
There we go. All right. You know, she wanted look. Oh, y'all got to see me with my with, what she said with my. Let me get the comments in already. Hi y'all. Hello Karen. Welcome to Taking No Shorts podcast. I'm your host Jay Grizzly Green, aka Mr. Leave No Meat on the Bone, aka Hide Your Auntie, aka the Great Grizzo, aka the Great Grizzolini, aka Wanda's son, and Jenna's grandson. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and oh, last but not least, the Black Dick Cavity. Yeah, pig. Make sure you like, share, subscribe anywhere where you find your favorite podcast. Also, every Friday around these times on YouTube. That's youtube.com/ taking those shorts. Oh, at symbol taking those shorts pod. And on Facebook, that's facebook.com / taking those shorts pod. I just started up a Twitch channel. So you go to Twitch and search Taking Those Shorts Pod, and TikTok. I'm on the TikTok, like my nieces and nephews get on me about. I'm on the TikTok now. So hit me up there. You can see everything on the socials that I do here and beyond. Let's get into episode 60 tonight because we have a great podcast. To this guy over here, he is 1/4 of the original Four Horsemen. He is also the resident alien of Taking No Shorts podcast. You thought I was going there, right? And then
My heart started
your heart started to
fluttering.
flutter. And then he is also, you don't need to know his name. It's on his God-forsaken head. Ladies and gentlemen, B.
What up, Jerry?
Hey man, you made it.
I made it.
You made it. For a moment, we didn't, it was touch and go because we took a week off.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna get into that later, but you was like, what would you say? What was the phrase you used?
I'm dying. I don't know.
Oh yeah, you used something crazy. Yeah, I was just like, okay, B, but B said, hold on, let me find out what he told me. He said, and I'm gonna be there, Jay. I'm gonna be there for you. So I said, all right. Now,
So the rumors of my demise have been greatly exaggerated.
exaggerated. This man says he's not checking out yet. He's kicking out at the 2 3/4 count. He's got his shoulder up, and he is here Taking No Shorts pod. So thank you, sir.
All right.
I respect you, Booker man. Hold on, let's go. All right, all right. Today is his birthday. Let's give him that off the top, ladies and gentlemen. He is my firstborn. He is the Godson King. He is the Kid and Play Ninja Turtle connoisseur.
Yes, I am.
Ladies and gentlemen, my firstborn son, I love him so much. Give it up for Jay Savior Jared.
Yeah.
I think I did okay with the intro.
I think you did wonderful with the intro.
Yeah, appreciate it, yo.
So you got Mel Brooks and Elon Musk as birthday mates. So you got
Oh, well.
you're in good company.
I got Pam as my birthday mate in my book.
Oh, Pam from
Yeah.
from
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, Pam.
BDB. All right.
BDB, Mikey is there for that? Yeah, that's my son. Hey man, happy birthday.
Thank you, Pops.
You are born in the 1980s.
That's okay. I'm born in.
Did you think it was gonna go this fast?
No. It felt like just the other day I was 21. So I'm grateful.
Well, yeah, we raised you right. You know, I'm glad to have you.
Thank you.
I'm not gonna say what I'm gonna say. You see what I'm not gonna say what I'm gonna say. But I love you, man. Thank you for being a part of the podcast. This will be how my dad put it. This will be your empire. After
All this will be yours.
all of this will be yours after I check on up out of here. Let's get.
Of course, got it. So Karen some love. She said, "Hi, Karen."
Oh yeah,
I
your
love
mom. Yeah,
I love you.
Yeah. Love you, Karen. Hello. You know. B, she laughing at us. You know, but yeah. Let's get into the podcast. There was a debate yesterday, and I tried to do a stream about it, and I had some technical difficulties, but I couldn't believe what my eyes were seeing. Like, what the fuck was that? Hold on, let's let me. Where I got that somewhere around here. B, where is that drop?
I don't know.
You don't know where it is?
No.
Okay, here it is. This is what I said when I saw that. That's what I said when I saw these two octogenarians on the screen. Did you watch any of this?
I watched.
Mr. Millennial.
I watched clips of it. The only thing I can say is it's a sad state of affairs with the two candidates that we had to choose from. It's a repeat from 2020, and it's not looking good.
I was depressed after watching it. I did. You know, usually I sit back, B, and I watch like the what they call it, the after commentary to see what the pundits are saying. As soon as that thing was over with, I cut that shit off. I cut it off. I shut down all equipment. I had to hit some of the greatest weed I've ever had, and I just wanted to forget that even happened. Not that there was a lot of expectations, but I didn't expect that. Did you see any of it last
Saw
night?
none of it.
I know you told me you were asleep. Did you see any clips of
I
it?
haven't seen any clips.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
man.
Jesus Christ.
It's up there.
Well, let me, I won't ruin it for you.
I came here with fresh ears to hear
You want to see what it
real,
was?
a real take from people. You know.
Well, I mean, I mean, production-wise, I didn't want to pull it up to embarrass Joe more than he did, but then again, Mikey, you got two different juxtapositions. Like I said last night, everybody knows what to expect from the other guy.
Right.
You know, he's for 20 years, we've been inundated in America on television, at least, with reality shows, right? Even the reality shows started on regular TV like Survivor and The Real World, okay? Then it leaped into game show reality shows, who could eat the chicken head off and spit it back out. Crazy shit, right? He come up with one. I'm telling you, I think this dude is running this thing like a script. And so when you get somebody like Biden, who, and especially at his age, like what is it? Is it throwing you off? Is it because, I mean, you the new generation? What is y'all gonna do? What?
Vote younger.
But you know where
They
my
gotta be
stance
something.
is with it. You know, I won't tell you about my stance. Well, upcoming the election, I can just tell you that voting for Biden wasn't my first choice in 2020, and if I had to tell somebody it's voting blue this time, it wouldn't be my first choice either. But I don't agree with the counterpart party either. So it's like a lose-lose situation in my mind. You know,
It's not. This is what I say, because I said last night, and get Karen's comment. She says it was awful. Neither candidates are qualified. They all. One of them is qualified. He's just old.
I mean,
he's overqualified, but he's just an old man, and you could tell it showed. And I didn't want to do the ageism thing, because I started out saying that there's going to be a time for us to have a discussion about the candidate. Why do we have these candidates?
Oh, yeah.
This is not the time for us, considering what's on the line, considering everything the country is going through, considering the tumultuous times people are feeling and the angst people are feeling with the economy, with their pocketbook, with their health, with their all kinds of shit is going on, and people, it's like it's a powder keg, and that's all you need is another crazy kook to get into office and pour more gasoline on the fire. So, B, do you agree or disagree with this point? Should we be having an argument about the choices that we have, or should we just hold our nose or hold our breath and pull the trigger? Pause, but pull vote.
I think these choices every 3 years by waiting to that fourth year to try to vote for a president.
What you mean?
Well, we're not voting for the mayors, the city councils, the senators, the House of Representatives, these people that come up in the system.
Mm-hmm.
We just got to take whatever's there. And then once they get up to the top, they just push them forward.
Trump didn't get pushed in a way. He got there because he shucked and jived and reality TV showed and himself through. So to that argument, yeah, I mean, you can affect your politics can affect you locally.
But his base is not considerably bright.
Right. I mean, but hiking 30% of the country. Go ahead, Mike.
He knows how to play in his demographic.
Oh, yeah.
His demographic, if I'm just being honest, are poor people for a certain demographic that are looking to take the country back from other people's hands that are saying colored people. I know this is the wrong term to say that, but people of color, and he knows exactly what to say. His rhetoric strikes deep right there to with them. And at this current time, there are more of them than there are the people that would vote to have equality for women's rights. And they show up at the ballots. They show up at the polling stations more than the people that actually agree for the women's rights, equal rights. And that's how they end up getting them in office.
You made a great point, Mike. Like,
I think there's more of them. I think they're just more mobile. And they got more energy.
Yeah,
But when you're inspired like that,
yeah.
you're more likely to go to the poll when you got somebody like
what would inspire? So, what would inspire you? Be not. Let's say the candidate is a blank slate, like whoever they drag up in front. Hopefully, Joe, you make it. To November, so where they can vote for him. But let's say you don't, and the Democratic Party has to put up somebody. What is it that what is a issue that would motivate you to vote in a presidential election? Give me an issue for you, for just personally for you.
So I'm going to vote regardless of issue. I'm not a one issue, two issue. I'm going to vote because I know how important it is. I'm going to be there.
That's my point. Like, why
all the time?
Why we are? I think there's something to say for, and I said this last night. I remember registering to vote in 1989 when Doug Wilder, who was the first black governor of the country, of ever, right? Not just down south. I think he was the first black. Yeah, ever. Doug Wilder was the first.
Was he the mayor here too?
He was the mayor. He was the mayor after he was the governor. He was the first black governor. Won a statewide office. I think he won it by like 11,000.
He's coming in Lowe's all the time.
Yes, he won it by like 7,000 votes, which is a tight election. But needless to say, when you were conceived, or might be when you were born, is when I registered to vote. And I've always made sure that, for most part, even if it was a primary or something, I was always civically inclined. Maybe it was through civics. I don't know. Karen agrees with you. She said, "Yeah, B, you got to vote to the local elections." But Mike, why is folks checking out? Why is everybody so apathetic? Why is there so much apathy, especially with young folk or millennials and Gen Zs and it's coming to vote? I know you vote, because I would express it upon you to vote, and Even I think even in 2000, and was it when did Bernie Sanders run? 08?
No, Bernie Sanders ran in
16.
2016.
16, and you was this Bernie guy, right?
Yeah, I've been a Bernie guy ever since then.
You feel the burn. And at 2016, of course, you were younger than you were now. So, but he had these young folk on fire. And I'm sitting there saying, y'all don't want these taxes. That if you had to look back and have Bernie Sanders still offering free education, free health care, and knowing the economic situations that are in the country right now, would you still vote for Bernie? Would you pay 50% of your hard-earned money so that you can pay for other folks to go to college and have free health care?
As much as you think I'm being a hypocrite when I say this, I'm going to say yes, because I can benefit from that as well.
But how so?
So for me, I have other ambitions. Like I personally wanted to be on the radio at one point. I work in hotels. I would probably use it to get a hotel management degree.
Oh, you mean the college part?
The college part, of course. I think when people think about paying for other people's things, taxes are going to be taxes no matter what. So in my mind, if my taxes are going to help other people and I'm still able to live head above water like I am right now, I don't mind that because I'm going to take advantage of it as well. Free education means knowledge is being spread to the generations that have not been getting it before.
I agree with that
But
part.
you got also think those taxes going to extend to businesses too.
And I think I know what you mean by that.
So there's going to be more money coming from out of that direction. So it's not going to be all on the people's backs. It's going to be less tax breaks given to those wealthy people too.
Shawnee, your auntie, my sister, says to you, happy birthday on social. So thank you, Shawnee. I'll see you soon.
Me too.
There we go. I had that waiting for you, just to let you know.
Search for it.
Yeah, didn't have to search. I had that waiting for you. Yeah, I like I said, I was depressed after watching last night's. Not depressed like in a big swing, but I was just let down that here we are in 2024, and I cannot believe. I think because when I had moved all the equipment back into the other studio in my office, I picked it back up, and these cats was talking about golf and who's handicapped. This was like an hour and 15 minutes into the debate, and they were talking about, in essence, they had a pissing contest on whose handicap was lower in golf, and I'm like, really? We doing that, Joe? And you have Trump. I mean, and we know what to expect from the other guy, But I was just disappointed, and I didn't want anything. I didn't want him to show up like that. They told us, the pundits and the news said he'd been practicing. He was up at the presidential retreat in Maryland, Camp David, and he'd been practicing for like 6 days.
Who?
Joe Biden.
I mean, in his state that he's in, I understand why he has to practice.
My grandmother, your great grandmother, she was with it. Granted was with it even up until she got trained. You got good.
I'm just saying, Joe's an 80-some-year-old man with a speech impediment.
I give him the speech impediment part.
I don't know. I didn't see it, so I don't know the subjects of what they talked about and what information was brought forth.
Oh, my bad. I can't see the comments on the IG because I got it covered up. I'm just that far up, but got to get Smurfan on here, represent Indonesia. If you back in the States, man, I appreciate it. Yo, fam, I posted on the other platform, good evening from Gretna, the Mecca. Do I have to? No, I won't pray east. Mecca, Gretna is west of where I am, but I'm glad that you're back stateside there, Smurf. You might not remember Smurf. I think you were a kid. Smurf is a college buddy of, he's another original member of the Four Horsemen. But Smurf, what you thought when you saw that, when you saw the debate? I know you saw it because I know you're not going to just not see it. And I wish I could have sent you the link. If I had time, if B could get the link and send it to you. You got Smurf's US number. And you can send it to him or send him his email and he can jump on this live with us. I'm curious to know what his thoughts are in regards to this. But hey guys, I saw somebody post something. And if y'all remember the movie Ghost, and Whoopi Goldberg, let's say it was a meme, and Whoopi Goldberg, the meme they used was when Whoopi Goldberg went to, I'll save it. I gotta fix the camera. B, let me know when it's back straight.
He said it was a Beavis and Butthead skit.
Close, yeah, that's pretty. That's pretty. How we looking, B?
Yeah.
All right. No dead air, guys.
I think it's pretty much pretty good.
That diabolical shit show was a Beavis and Butthead skit. Thank you. I mean, I don't think it was a skit though. It was they was not putting on for nobody. You know, I think they was legitimately trying to tell us why they should be president of the free world, and they have their hand on the nuclear button. Here's what tells me more, and I hate to, because I never went into the debate or into this election season. Already knew it didn't matter after January 6th what happened. I was never going to put somebody with that type of capacity to cause that much harm to the country back in that position again. And for folks who want to do so, they're kind of nihilistic and anarchist as much as, I mean, I don't know what they want or what they expect the world going to be, because the country is not going to be the same. You know, happy birthday, nephew, Smurf, say to you. And
Appreciate that.
it says that, oh, I got that. But yeah, I don't think the country will be the same. Democracy will die. You shake your head. You disagree.
Because we got a lot of people that's in Congress now that are these women, like there's a lot of black women that are just super bright. They're tearing things up.
My algorithm that I have access to is, I guess it's making me one of those like paranoid, angry,
Mhm.
you know, middle-aged guys. I'm watching a lot of Nazi shit, right?
Not seeing.
I'm watching like a lot of Hitler shit, right? And I'm watching not because the historical facts are the historical facts. I'm watching more or less how he got in that position, because historically it wasn't like that. You know, something, you know, it had to, what it was what was the causes, what was, because if you don't learn from history, you do to repeat it, right? So, you know, not quick history lesson for the folks on Taking No Shorts pod. After World War I, Germany was punished. They had to pay reparations. Then there was the Great Depression. So everybody around the world was on some hard times, i.e. we had coronavirus, everybody is on hard times. Next thing you know, somebody's saying, you know what? The others is the reason why you ain't got no more money in your pocket. You know, let's get some torches and go to UVA and tell them they can't replace us. We are the ones, like the Usos say. And we finna run this mother, but you just needed, they just need, right. They just needed somebody to put the lighter fluid, you know, the match.
To light the torches.
Yeah. That's all. That's all that he did. And he knew it, and they follow along, and I see it. But then what happens is that guy says, oh, now just fast forward into 2020, in the 2020s, you know, you got people that don't look like you that's trying to come into the country looking for a better way of life, you know, so they gonna be the villains. They gonna be the first ones that catch hell.
And it's weird because we got a statue that says, "Give us your tithe, your poor, your huddled masses,
Yeah.
yearning to breathe free," inviting the world to come here.
They're gonna be the first ones to
Because
catch
we got
hell,
a nation of immigrants.
because they
Until we get
he
immigrants.
could somebody in that position that has all that type of power over immigration can create internment camps pretty much for folks that's coming in to the country. Let's get to another comment. Smersh, I plan to vote for any third party candidate. Kamala, Nikki, Mailman, Jay Grizz, both voted clown. I'm reading over here, folks, so I apologize. Anybody but these two. One is obviously in a state of advanced dementia. One is in a state of eroded morality. Lose for the American people. It is a lose. So then I went to 1968 to see when LBJ, Lyndon Baines Johnson, decided not to run for re-election due to, he decided because of Vietnam and everything. But at that time, I was looking at the time frame because
He
he
had
had
when the Nixon one in
yeah,
68.
that's how Nixon won in '68 because he announced in the spring. I think it was March 31st, so it was like middle of the spring or just before, early spring. He announced that he wasn't going to re-elect. So then you had a primary season before you got to that November. So let's say April to November is what 4 to 11 is 7 months, 6 months. So the Democratic Party 60 years ago had 6 to 7 months to coalesce a candidate, and they still lost. With Kennedy getting shot, Bobby Kennedy getting shot, Martin Luther King getting shot, the riots happening, racial riots, segregation law, desegregation law, civil rights laws passed. What else was happening in the '60s? All of that energy that was there, and that's how you get a Nixon, and then that's how you get a crook. Yeah, that's how you get a crook in the White House. Breaking into shit and running shit amok. So now we're on less time. We are in this is June 28th. So in 3 days it'll be July 1st. We have 4 months, which is 16 weeks plus another week or two, give or take. So let's say we got 18 weeks before an election. Man, what I saw last night, even if the dude is here's my thing. The dude got convicted, Mikey, of Bush. It might be boo to his supporters.
The being convicted part of being a convicted felon, I would thought was going to automatically expel you from running, but I think there's a loophole in either way. But he has his base course. I mean, he has his base.
He got 30%.
And I hate to say this, Pops, but America was built. The backbone
I
of America
agree.
is racist.
I
He's
agree.
tapping
It is
into those racist thoughts and those revolutionary thoughts to those people that think their country is being taken away.
I agree.
And then
he has brought to the forefront for me. Hence why I've been telling people, if you come anywhere on my acreage, I'm not leaving here. I'm not leaving this plane alone. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? So just understand that, and it just puts me in that. I've never been. Even if I was even if I was your age and this was happening, I would still be like my head on a swivel, looking for some shit to go down at any given time.
we black, we always got our head on the swivel.
Well, yeah. No.
I do.
No.
I do.
Not to say that Obama let me. The swivel was a little tighter.
People forget Obama's second term is when Black Lives Matter just basically went into overdrive because of the deaths of Tamir Rice and all the things that was happening. It was
I always said that this is all of this is pushback from Obama being elected, because they couldn't. I mean, But here's my thing. Here's the old man or the middle-aged man in me, the Black Gen X, running for Black Gen X president on this ticket, y'all. You dig? If people can show up and show out in 2008 and 2012, why don't y'all do it again?
that's somebody inspiring us.
All right, that's what I'm saying. That's what I asked. All right, so I should pose the question to you. What subject or what type of candidate would inspire you, or you would think would inspire the younger voters out there to come out?
How many campaign stuff has Biden done?
He can't, bro.
But if he's not doing them, you can't say people are not coming out.
No, I'm
Trump's
saying
going out and he's doing campaigns, but
he's doing
there's
rallies
many
and stuff.
people going to these rallies, traveling back and forth.
Yeah, he's doing.
And they're not like jam packed full of people.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I seen one other day. It was not.
Hey, what's up, everybody on the IG? I'm sorry, I'm getting to the IG because I had it covered up to keep the to keep the angle up, the camera angle for the IG. Everybody,
Your black Gen X is hard to keep it up.
no, I'll take a film for that happening. That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. Hey, before I told the wife the other day, I said, before anything gets to that level, rest assured, I'll go. I'll go rob a liquor store. I'll do something to get this thing to work because that ain't never gonna have it on my watch. What type of candidate would it take for you or your folk, Mikey, to be inspired?
Well, I'll start off by saying this. I'm a big Bernie fan, right? When
Mhm.
Bernie was running for office, he was saying things that were being synonymous to the way I was living. So, free college tuition, the healthcare, things. I mean, universal healthcare should be something that in America, we're the powerfulest
They
nation in
got
the world.
it. They got it. But Obama put it out there.
But they're going to try to take Obamacare away.
They ain't gonna do it. They've been
Trying to do it for the
they've been trying to do it since '09 and they haven't done it. So that's locked in. I think that the left wing of America can relax when it comes to that.
Similar to how when Obama came into office, he took over for Bush, right?
Mhm.
Obama was basically telling us things are going to change, we're going to have hope, we're going to inspire. And then it also comes down sometimes to the background. Obama didn't grow up with his silver spoon like the two candidates that we have in front of us right now. He actually came from the trenches. Granted, his mom is white, his dad is black, and he did live with his grandparents in Hawaii, and he's highly educated. So not only seeing a highly educated man that came from not poverty, but at least came from the common ground that we come from. I've never been poor. I've been blessed to never been poor, but I actually
exactly for that.
never been poor. I've been
These
blessed to
hands,
be poor,
goddamn.
but there's a candidate that I can identify with. So not only can I identify with this candidate, he's inspired me thinking, of course, 2008, I'm turning 19. So I'm young, fresh. So I'm thinking of change. Change can come at any given time. He comes in office, he has his 8 years, and then Hillary comes along and Bernie comes along. Now, naturally, I thought Hillary should have won, being just completely honest. And
I still think that whole election was
and to
inside job.
to this very day, I think that election showed me. I mean, I always knew about the Electoral College, and of course, the reason why we have that. I don't understand that. I think that the election should go off of the popular vote. A lot of times people say our vote counts, but they don't take in consideration electoral votes. So I know a lot of people in my generation, when 2016 came, and of course Trump won, we was looking like I already knew Trump was gonna win. I'm not gonna lie. I thought Trump was gonna win the moment that he said to grab the woman by the line and no one
That's
said
sad.
as soon as he got away with that, I was like, he's gonna win the election. Women voters are gonna vote. Any woman that voted for him after that, I was like, there's no way he's gonna lose. He can't lose. It's kind of like sometimes how you think your favorite artist, they're on top for the long, and then no matter what happens, they still bounce back. Jay-Z did it for years, even after Nas destroyed it. But
hold on, I was playing the Black Album earlier. The Black Album was tight.
the Black Album came out after the beef.
After Takeover. Okay.
Yeah, that came out after Takeover. That's 03. But after that kind of crippled our thoughts because we saw a man that had no prior knowledge of being an alderman, a state council member, a governor, a mayor. This gentleman only had money. So I'm proud to say in my lifetime, when I have children, I can tell them, if you're black, you're going to be black. You can be president. If you're rich, you can be president. You can be rich and have no background.
You can grab a woman by the hoo-ha.
And you can be president.
That's crazy. I would never teach my child that, but that's a fact. I mean, something like that. You ain't lying if you tell them that.
Fact. So
that's sad.
I'll be honest. I think I'll say it right now. You'll be a little disappointed in me. I'm not voting. And the only reason why I voted
you have a right to not vote.
And the only reason why I voted in 2020 was not to have a repeat of Trump in office. But I also knew that right when Biden got in, the backlash from it, and after they stormed the Capitol, I said in 2024 he's going to be.
What if they put a ham sandwich up against the other guy? You wouldn't vote for the ham sandwich?
The ham sandwich versus the other guy? I'm not voting for either one.
All right. So what will happen?
Tickets.
I'm sorry.
Who else is on the ticket?
But see, that's the thing.
Robert Kennedy.
The third.
I mean, I'm talking about not just for president. You say you're not voting. There's other people running for.
Oh yeah, you could still vote, just not. You can abstain from voting for that particular.
Oh yeah. So I'll be honest with you. I live in Iraq now. I'm not in touch with any of the politics or any of
Local,
the local.
yeah.
I'm not, and I think that the only reason why I don't vote in those is because I'm not making a conscious decision. I'm just making a decision just to circle. We're black. We were taught to be democratic since we was born. That's exactly how I was brought up. I'm not voting just to vote for Democratic. I want to.
I'm gonna give you a story. This is since it's your birthday, you can give you some historical context, right? What you got?
I'm just saying, Glenda Mitchell says hello.
What? What's up, Glenda? What's up, baby? Hey, I'll give you it exactly. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, tell a friend. All right. 1979, 1980, we moved from the projects to Granny's house in the West End. And I'm watching television and I'm hearing an argument because gas at the time went, you couldn't get gas.
How cheap gas?
Gas was 35 cents a gallon, but gas was because the Arab countries, the oil countries had an embargo. It wasn't important, so you had to go get gas based off of, I think it was like the last two digits of your license plate. You could only get gas like on Tuesdays, right? And then when you go, and then on Tuesdays you could only get 5 gallons of gas.
Are you serious?
Dead ass.
It's supposed to be the Jimmy Carter administration.
Yeah, it was.
It was the Jimmy Carter administration.
So they was in the living room arguing about how this is effed up, this, that, and the third. And then I said, well, I'm just gonna vote for Ronald Reagan. And I almost got the shit. I got the fire smacked up out of me. Damn, boy, if you could vote, you bet not vote for Ronald Reagan. And I've been voting a certain way ever since. But to be fair, the other side didn't give me a legitimate reason to vote for them. You know, I wish Tim was here because Tim used to be a Republican. You know, and me and him.
She's no longer a Democrat since 2019.
Who's that?
Karen.
Wow, that's a hot take. You know,
I wonder if she's an independent or.
I would say independent, but I wouldn't know her political affiliation now. But here's my argument here's my plea to folks, to Mikey, to Karen, to you. I don't think folks, especially younger folks, know what the country would look like if that other guy won. So you don't have to vote. You don't have to vote for somebody, but you have to vote against somebody because it's a binary choice. You know, at the top of the ticket for somebody to be the presidential office. If anything, the last 6 to 8 years has shown you is that is a very powerful office. If I can tweet from my bedroom and get 50,000, 100,000 people to hang my vice president, if I can do that. There's nothing that says in where you live at, or where you live at, or where I live at, for people that don't like us to get ginned up and come do the same thing.
I mean, a lot of people.
No, I'm dead ass. I'm serious. If anything, if nothing hasn't shown the country that, and I don't think I'm being paranoid because I've seen it. I saw it. I was literally working from home because it was still a little bit of COVID going around. And I said, these fools done ran up in the Capitol. This is I never thought that could happen. And I've maybe, as a black man, I'm showing my non-blackness, but I never thought that could happen. Where was the military? Where was, go ahead, where would somebody tell?
So, Pops, we all know, look, if 50,000, if it was even 100 of us that went up there, and I'm talking,
it would have been dead. It would have been
done. It would have been Tulsa.
So it was an inside job?
So I'm not saying it's an inside job, but what I'm saying is,
commander in chief at the time.
Right, it was him.
It was him. But what I'm saying is he basically incited it.
Right, it was even if it's an inside job, and it's a conspiracy to overrun the government to nullify your vote, even if it's to nullify the electoral college. If you're willing to allow your vice president or people to be killed just to save your hide or to keep you in office, and you are willing, after seeing it with your own 2 or 4 eyes, or 6, depending on your vision, but you willing to pull the lever and say, yeah, I want that guy again. I want that guy again to do it.
The guy that says, I want to be a day one dictator.
Right. You want that guy again. Now, the other guy, granted, the other guy is the crypt keeper. But at the same time, if you give me the choice between Stephen King and Freddy Krueger, give me Stephen King all day. Freddy Krueger gonna cut me the F up.
What policies of Biden that you don't like?
That's a Mikey question.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Since Biden has came into office, the economy has gone to SHIT.
I'm gonna explain that. Let me
Need somebody explain.
Let me explain.
Why is my dollar not going as far as it's supposed to go?
I think we talked about this pre-show, right? All right. So there was this pandemic that everybody that could work was working from home, but then the world is going to hell in a handbasket in 2020, right? So in order to stave off a depression, you have to stimulate it by printing money, which then makes money. The money that you currently if I print more money, the money that's currently in my pocket, as the government is printing more money, the money that's in my pocket becomes less valuable.
Yeah.
So all that money is out there, and people are using that to buy stuff, meaning that the businessman's money is not as valuable. So he's got to do something to make a buck. All this, I always say, peace to you, Dante Cliente. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for serving the country. So yeah, it circulates and it comes back around, and so everything is going
circulating.
But it's not. That's what I'm saying.
Businesses are making record profits.
So I mean, how the man is doing the best. I mean, I'm not gonna make excuses for.
No, I'm not.
Putting back into the economy. They're not because
they got
dividends and all these stock market tricks where they take their money, put it in this, get it back, without actually doing
I deal with stocks. I know how to get the money back.
But they're not doing any innovating because they don't have to, because they can get their money to flip over here instead of making new products or building stuff.
How is the economy and inflation Biden's issue? What could he have done other than? I mean, really, he has no say so on it. The Fed is the one. The Fed is the ones that do the interest rates. That when the interest rates started going up, I said, wait a minute, dude. I said,
it's always the president's issue.
But he could do another stimulus and inflation go double again. I mean,
I don't want inflation doubling. God dang it.
Yeah, so he could cut you another check like Trump. See, what you want, what Trump is going to do is he's going to tell you everything going to be all right when it ain't.
No,
and he's going to cut you a check and call it
a tax break.
Yeah, give
right.
Going to give hella tax breaks, and it's all like who sung the song? Come tumbling down, it all falls down. Lauryn Hill say, yeah. It's all gonna fall down on your head. So it's like you gotta figure out which poison do you want to take. And that's the choice we got.
But that's the thing, though. If nothing is changing and getting worse from our generation, look at it from my standpoint. Look from my standpoint. We grew up. I'm an '80s baby, so I'm an '80s baby. So
you're on the cusp.
I'm basically okay. But by the time we got to be of age, by 18, we had lived through 9/11. Iraqi war, Afghanistan war. We were in a depression, basically. We were in a recession in 08 when Obama took over, and basically in 08, and basically going into 09. So not only that, the housing market has crashed. Not only that, we have no faith in none of the people that lead us because they're either lying or we're not seeing any change. So why are we gonna keep continuing? And
you just gotta wait for all the old motherfuckers to die.
I don't want to sound.
You gotta vote them out.
You got to vote them out.
But that's the thing. I don't want to sound ageist, but people that are born in 1940 or 1950 shouldn't be telling me how it affects me right now when you're probably going to be gone.
That's where the money in politics comes out. It overtakes.
And that's why we need term limits too.
No, absolutely. There should be why is Mitch McConnell and other people been in office for like 30 to 15
That
years?
motherfucker.
Strom Thurmond was just
Yeah,
sitting there.
like-
He was a corpse.
No, nobody should be in. I think the term for Congress should be just the same as a president. Honestly, 4 years. There's nobody that should be in
And
there.
then don't get out. And then Don't
I'm more of a 12-year guy.
mean
I think you can
Congress.
Congress. Yeah, you can be Senate for 6, Congress for 3 terms, president still stay at 8. Keep it like that. Even like the court, give it 12 years.
There's a quote from Pac. I'm a big music fan. If nobody knows this, I'm a big hip hop fan. Pac used to say,
Tupac, by the way.
yes. Pac used to say,
Oh, X-Pac?
I thought he was saying pop. I said,
No,
ain't no A rap.
I've said this in an interview before, and he said the black man in America has until 30 to reach his full potential. After 30, his confidence dies. He sees the way that the world is, and he slowly starts to just accept things. And basically, I completely agree with him.
Okay.
No, that's called apathy.
That's
But
I mean, it's real. You could be real. You could be realistic about it, but that's apathy.
I'm a rebel to the core. I'm 35. I will say after 30, I started to give a shit less about
Well, what is
everything
that?
more and it's starting to happen because I'm not seeing change.
What does apathy accomplish? Is what I would get at. I get being apathetic.
to accomplish.
Yeah, I see, and yes, I think you have to. If you're waking up and putting feet on the ground and breathing oxygen, you got to have a purpose. You know, you got to find a purpose.
Mhm.
You know, and your purpose, you might have to swallow that bitter pill and say, my purpose is for me to sit in this studio in my and do Taking Those Shorts podcast, when I might wanted to do something else, but it's still accomplishing something for me, or it's still hitting a goal for me. You gotta, after 30, I think you do. I mean,
Like right now, I'm at the job. I don't like my job. I stay at my job to pay my bills.
Mhm.
I basically,
I think that's half the country.
but I also will say that before that, in my 20s, I was more rah. Things can change. I could do things, and then more than I saw things, I'm like,
but that's every your mom says, I just want peace and nothing more, and I agree, peace is important. But every I don't think I've never met a young person, me included, when I was young, that didn't have that rah. I want to change the world. I want to do this. I want to, what was that song with Michael Jackson in '84? We are the world. I bought a We Are the World T-shirt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then I'm like, nigga, I'm hungry too. I mean, what I'm saying, so I get it, guys.
That's all the pie in the sky, though.
Yeah, it's not, I get it, but what is the alternative? I don't think folks
I'm thinking
get the
of
alternative.
Basically in the last couple of years, what are we seeing? We've seen the abortion basically taken back in the Supreme Court, right? That's illegal now in most of the
3
states,
judges put in by Trump.
right? And then
But
we
what
also
gonna do about it, though?
so for
The president's gonna put in.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
for
You have to do
representation, affirmative action was put into place a long time ago to make sure representation matters.
Mhm.
They basically took that out now
something.
and basically approved that if a job doesn't like you, they don't have to hire you. Which means the only thing I fear getting older is not in your face racism, it's closet racism.
Oh, that's always been around, though.
Oh, yeah.
No, but that's what I like about the Trump aspect. They exposed themselves.
Oh yeah, now you know.
Now I know, and I'm more comfortable with that. Me going into a job interview and knowing I ain't got no chance already because the person doesn't like me because of my skin color is what I fear the most. But if you got somebody, at least I know what you do not like. I know what to expect from you. I know all the cards are on the table. I can live with that.
Mhm.
I
can
see.
live with that.
You want to, I mean, I get it. I used to say that I like my racism right up front, clean, and well, not clean, but I don't think this racism, even though it's up front and in your face, I don't think it's going to be that nice.
I like my racist.
No.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be that nice. You might have to, while they pass these laws, and I think Supreme Court struck down a law that says something about you can have bump stocks on your guns, on your weapon now. So literally, it's gonna be like the Wild Wild West out
But the
here.
jokes we make in my generation is, and no disrespect to the people that made historic
No,
landmarks in
none
the
taken.
60s,
I'm
in,
sure.
in the 60s and the
I don't
70s.
speak for them.
But these hands are ready to eat. Anybody can get it. We are more likely to fuck you up
Oh yeah.
than to think about what the consequences is later. We say it all the time, no disrespect. We are not our ancestors. Not to say that they just sat by there and they let things happen on their own. Of course, they had their own Jim Crow and things of that nature. But we are more prone to you up than think about their consequences later. We're not going to sit here and be rambunctious for no reason.
The consequences will be what you think. Consequences will be, bro.
Of what?
Talk about mass incarceration, probably even more happening. I mean, it's got systemic racism everywhere. We're set up to lose.
Yeah, but I'm gonna win. You gonna win because I'm gonna win. I don't. I mean,
And that's what we need, though. We need somebody that can
What do
incite
you
the people.
consider
Like,
winning?
I'm sorry.
What do you consider winning? You can't say I'm gonna win.
Well, I mean, you got
Without somebody got-
the concept for me is especially if you have a family, you take care of your family. You know, it starts there for me, and you don't let politics or no one, no anything come and hurt or do anything that hurts your family. You gotta, especially as a black man, you got to stand on that business. Period. End of story.
Hmm.
Then you got to inspire. You got to say, fuck all this stuff here. I want you to win because I love you. I love you and I want you to win. So I feel you when you say that, this shit is looking bleak. And I'm saying to myself, damn, did I ever feel like shit was looking bleak? And then I thought about CIAA, that we, and I went to use the bathroom. I said, it's bleak. I said, it's bleak, that dirty girl. But that's about as bad as it got for me. I had to put, I think what I would give the millennials and the Z's, just perspective. I think with time you'll get more perspective. And I hope that there's some type of political solution, a leader that comes and garners what y'all looking for.
I mean, we had that in Bernie. We had that in Obama.
I just forget about the Bernie thing. He was goddamn near the same age as Biden and Trump.
But that's the thing.
So it's not an age thing.
It's not.
It's a position.
Exactly. Bernie is basically the same age as the candidates we have, if not maybe older a little bit. He's been in Congress for a while, but his things resonated with my generation. If Biden was up there saying something like that and he was in a better position,
You can't. I think
he probably would be gravitating towards him.
Didn't in 2016 didn't Biden and Bernie go for the nomination?
Yeah, and Hillary won.
And no, I'm talking about 2020. Didn't Biden and
Biden and Bernie
was vying for the Democratic
Right.
nomination, and Biden won.
Hmm.
And the reason Biden won, I think,
He was vice president. It's kind of like how Al Gore got the.
I don't think he got it because of that. Honestly, it helps. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. But he made a political calculus and it's just been like this historically. There have been plenty of Bernie Sanders in the country. He used outside of Theodore Roosevelt, which he really was. He was a little bit, but the times was different. But he was a Republican, half imperialist type cat. But that is just like Trump on the other side of the spectrum. You're only gonna get 30% of the vote. You can't win a major election with those. You can't go to the country and say, give me $500 more at the end of your tax season so Jimmy can go to school, or free what do you call it, Head Start. I want so everybody. You travel. The furthest west I've been is San Antonio.
I've been in Vegas. That's it.
No, but you seen. I
I've lived in the South.
You've seen that side of the country.
Yeah.
You told me, you say, Dad, I ain't seen a black man since I left St. Louis, right? I was like, well, welcome to America. Because outside of the coast and down south, there's a whole bunch of cats that sit there saying,
They not like us.
so, you're not getting this 500. I'm sorry.
So what do you say for it's just a numbers game, right? So in 2016, even after all the comments that Trump made, right? Did he win the woman vote? He absolutely did. Also, who is the other emerging minority? I don't like that.
I don't know if he did.
The emerging racial group besides white folks in this country are Hispanics.
I'm gonna look that up.
The Hispanics vote.
You said the 2020
election, he won the
2020
women vote and the Hispanic vote.
I'm gonna look it up now because I don't see that one.
Exactly. He won the woman vote.
Well, while you're looking that up,
Thank you.
one of the reasons I think voting should be important, even if you don't care who's the president, is what's going on in Oklahoma.
What's going on?
They are now
Oh yeah, the Bible shit.
teaching the Bible
Yeah.
from 5 through 12.
I said the Bible shit.
Well, sure. They got country. You got people. You got Florida trying to erase all stuff that happened with Jim Crow, civil rights, and everything.
Mhm.
Like, if you want to be taken out of context, what we call white guilt, and that's exactly what it is.
Mhm.
It's white guilt. You want to take it out, but people like me that actually did our research with history, because we love history, we're still going to be able to pass that knowledge. But
Yeah.
the fact that you're showing us that you were trying to erase history lets us know that you are fear of what we will be perceived of. Or maybe we'll wake up one day and I'm sounding like Brother Akbar.
Yeah, you listen to yourself.
I'm sounding like Brother Akbar. But
Parents say keep hope all alive always, and glad to see me cracking up this
you know,
Malbec red wine. Honey, I got to have this for me to get through the night. It's hot as hell in the studio. Lord, I gotta take a break. This is Taking No Shorts podcast. I'm your host, Jay Grizzly Green, aka Mr. Leave No Meat on the Bone. That's B.
Yep.
That's Mikey. That debate, y'all. I mean, I'm gonna do. I said something on the socials. I said, yeah, but this inflation. I was just complaining about the inflation, but I'm still gonna pull the lever for not that guy. You know, I'm not. You could, like I said, you could put a ham set. You could put. This is a local reference. Bowman Body. I don't really, you know, anybody know Bowman Body, but look up on hashtag Bowman Body in this episode. But you could put Bowman Body up there against.
The rent's too damn high, guys.
Yeah. You could put him up against. I'm not putting as the president somebody who has their hand on the nuclear button. There's a war. There's wars going on in Israel and Gaza, Ukraine and Russia. Ain't happened in 70 years in Europe. Like I'm thinking, like you know, my grandkids might have to go to World War III, or not forget World War III. Let's just have nuclear fallout. How about that?
I can't see anybody just saying they want to be a dictator getting one vote.
Right.
Like who would vote for that?
Like who would say
Yeah,
I want to be a dictator?
Mousy tone. We had all of it.
if you,
I mean, history doesn't bode well. But I'm very concerned. Did I say how whooping
I mean,
over?
yeah, but it's the same thing. So if you put the ham sandwich guy in front of the person, and you got Biden and you got Trump. So what happened in 2000 election is when I started paying attention. Al Gore was basically supposed to smack George Bush. Ralph Nader came in and took crucial votes from him
And caused
Bush, even though I don't think Bush won, and caused Bush to claim victory.
No, he was railroaded.
If Ralph Nader does not get those votes and Gore does, he
Gore's
wins.
president. But
So
that's
in
how
this
tight it
election,
is.
if you want to vote for, let's say I'm inspired to vote for the third party candidate. There's never been a third party candidate in how many years? I've been with the Whig Party.
Now, I'll be fair. I voted for Perot the second time around.
Was that 92 or
96.
Yeah.
92, I voted for Clinton. 96, I was just like, I was 24, and I said, you know what? He was talking. You know what it was? He was talking about student loans. He was like, because Clinton had the AmeriCorps. I signed up for AmeriCorps where you work. It's almost like a work study. You work or you give back to a community to work off your student loans or to work off your student debt, right? And Perot was like, man, fuck all that. Let's just wipe it out.
I mean,
Almost like a
business
bird.
anyway.
Yeah, but I mean, this is 96. So I'm like, word? Yeah, you got my vote. Or he was talking about budgeting because I'm thinking my future, the balanced budget if the economy is going to be shit, if there's going to be an economy. Lord, fast forward 12 years later, 2008, you know, the economy goes belly up because of the housing market. But I see what I'm just giving you this example. I'm saying this to you, son, because I feel you. I understand what you're saying. I'm not discounting what you're saying. All I'm saying is you can't win the game if you don't put a dog in the fight. You gotta get in the fight. You can't just go to the sideline and say, "Oh, well, shit gonna be fucked up either way."
I did it in 2016. I knew he was gonna win. I still voted for Hillary.
All right, that's good. Then you
I'm
can
not doing it again. I'm not doing it again.
I'm not. I'm just saying. I feel you, and I feel you. You know, I will support you 100%. If shit go down, though, just know you can come here. I can give you some training lessons. Yeah, I got you. You know, I got you. Anything else we're gonna wrap up for this segment?
I'm gonna vote every time they have an election. I don't care who it is.
Yeah, I know. I mean, here's another reason why.
Y'all a baby boomer, baby.
No, we're not. I'm a Gen X.
mean-
I'm Gen X president.
All right, so
no.
I'm sorry, not baby boomers, but Gen X. So your parents and your grandparents are more closer to the civil rights struggle, the Jim Crow, and everything, so they can tell you.
But
about
that's
everything
just
they went
bigger.
through,
That's a
how
bigger. But that's
the
a
vote
bigger.
counts.
But that's a bigger argument for them because they died or folks died for you to have the right. I don't think. Here's what I tell you guys. So here's what I tell the younger generation. It's called perspective. If you don't have perspective, then you don't know. If you, how Eddie Murphy saying in Raw, if you never had a Ritz cracker, a saltine tastes spectacular. It tastes if you never had good, if you never had a girl do that hot tour.
Don't spit on me.
I'm
Just
just,
your mouth.
I don't know, brother.
I'm just saying, if you never had a lady go hot tour, then when she give you teeth, you think it's great. That's all I'm saying. It's perspective.
My parents never were into politics, never taught me anything about, never mentioned it.
But you intelligent. I mean, you smart.
So I came to college. I was sitting back down there in the Rose Hall TV room, and these people were going in on politics. I'm like,
Yeah, I was in there.
that's a lot.
Yeah, I was that cat. I don't know how. I thank my mom for it because she gave me books. She talked to me. She put in front of me things that and the weird thing is, your Mimi didn't proselytize like I did, like I'm doing. Like I try to put an impression on her. She just say no, just read, just read and use the common sense the good Lord gave you, and eventually you'll come down on the right side of things, you know. And that's all. That's all I can say in regards to that to the young folk. Like read, educate yourself, keep an open mind. Eventually, you'll come down on the right side of things if you use the good sense.
Both sides of the argument.
Yeah, you read both
Not the one
sides.
you like.
Exactly.
It's the bias right there.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, do that, and I think you'll be better off in the end. And you could at least, like you said, if you say I voted for Hillary and she still lost, that's fine. You can write. Trust me, as a Democratic voter, there was between Reagan, Bush.
I want to know
I
why.
went on a drought for a minute.
And I'll go off subject. I want to know why Jesse Jackson didn't win the year that he ran.
And
And he
88
actually had the machine around.
Right, in '88, he didn't win because the country wrong way. Here's my Elmer Fuddism. The country wasn't ready for him. He just laid the groundwork for Doug Wilder, for Barack Obama, for Hakeem Jeffries, for there's a lot, and because those cats probably when they were younger,
Maxine Waters.
yeah, when they were younger, they was like, you know what, I'm getting death threats probably. They telling me I can't do this, but I got to, so somebody can see this and be inspired by it and keep it pushing, keep it moving. I honestly think, that's they had to have gone through that. Considering now that we know it's like the curtain has been lifted, knowing that folks that support the other side really want to take their country back, you don't belong here type situation.
Mm-hmm.
They've been thinking that all along. That shit ain't just show up. That shit just been right here. And now they got somebody that can bring it to fruition and put it out in front of your face. So we have to keep fighting that and not say, you know what, it don't matter. The shit gonna be this just is the way it is. I don't think our ancestors wanted it to be that way.
We got to keep these bad built, bleach blonde, bad body.
Keep them hoes. Keep them big, yeah. The ugly one. I mean, where's always an ugly one?
I think that might be the clip of 2024.
Oh yeah.
That might be the clip.
We're gonna take our first break here, Taking No Shorts podcast. When we come back, we got bad choices. We got bad choices. We go.
That was bad choices.
That was what? We're choosing to watch the damn debate. And we'll chop it up. B, I'm sure B got something over on that pad that we'll get into right here at Taking No Shorts podcast.
That's all it is.
Why you cut those propane tanks in here? That's scary as
Oh,
hell.
that was granddad.
That's scary as hell.
Yeah.
You're supposed to have those nowhere in your house.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I know.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't hot. I don't like Brittany when she put on the AC in the summertime. I'll be getting mad.
It ain't but 74.
No. You good. You good. I'm just saying I can go without. You forget I live in North Carolina. I can go without.
I can't. Your mama did that. I can't. I got to cut that shit on. I'm in that bitch sweat.
We used to, because we couldn't afford to turn it on, we used to take a washcloth, a wet washcloth, put it over my head, and then go to sleep. And this was in the summertime or the springtime. I used to be like,
I came down
God
there. I say, Karen, I know. She said, Jay, it ain't enough. I said, all right. Fuck it. But just please.
I think that's why I'm like, don't
be cheap.
No, I'm not cheap like that. But Brittany gets mad because I'm like, why you got the AC on? She said, Jay, it's 90-something degrees outside. You don't feel how hot it is? I'm like, nope. And I'll be sleeping on the couch voluntarily.
That me or you?
Something.
Somebody said, phone.
Try to get the phone on. Okay. I was one of the
Oh, it's charged at the same time.
Okay.
They show pictures of Superman. I don't give a damn what nobody say. This shit look whack as hell. I'm not going to see it. The new Superman look whack as hell. The suit look whack.
I go see
Yeah, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Taking No Shorts podcast, the second half of the pod. We're almost out of here. Just giving everybody a little bit more time to get in these comments. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe anywhere where you find your favorite podcast. Also, every Friday around this time on Facebook Live, that's facebook.com/ Taking No Shorts pod. Also on YouTube, youtube.com/ at Taking No Shorts pod. Started out a Twitch channel, go to Taking No Shorts. It's all there. Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram.
Pornhub.
Yeah.
Yo, did you just?
I'm getting that hockey tour. She is giving she giving me that hockey tour. Speaking of that, I know people are beating it in the head. Peace to you, Vele. Vele say what's up.
What's up, Val?
What's
Thank
up,
you.
cuz? Let me fix TV. Hold on. I'll be over that Sunday, cuz. Let me know when it's right.
All right.
Yeah. I don't know why I do that. I text the people and they tell me it's right. I call them. You know, you can't get nobody on the phone. Oh no, it's not right. Why you ain't say something to me, B?
Because I like when it's crooked and you get all fidgety.
Oh shit, you motherfucker, you. Where is that? Right there? We good, Debbie?
I think so.
All right, you take so, but if I sit down, motherfucker, I'm gonna chop you in your throat if this shit ain't right. All right. Bam, I'm back at it. Make sure you like, share, subscribe anywhere where you find your favorite podcast. Also, anywhere where ladies are doing the hot tour. Let's start there. Cause she
Jeff
went.
Davis.
No, we're not doing that. I'm not. I mean, y'all speak for yourself.
Never happened.
Never. We.
You said ladies. I don't think they're ladies.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. The camera's drinking too. Hey, Valley, I was thought. Look, when the invite come out, that's gonna be soon. July 5th, next Friday. We have a great podcast. A comedian friend of mine I ran back into a couple weeks ago when we went to go support some comedian friends of mine. She will be here. I won't ruin it until I confirm, because when you book guests, shit can happen. But the 12th, what's the 19th, somewhere along the lines, I got a funny cousin. His name Jarvel. I call him Vela. He also, I think Vela is an 86 or 87.
I think he like it.
Yeah. So y'all around the same age. So I know y'all feeling the same way. You might have to come back for that one. His lady is something else though, for real. she a live one, for real. Hot tour. What you think?
No, thank you.
You don't want no girl to spin on you?
Oh, I thought you was offering me. I was like, no.
Oh, hell no, nigga.
It's fine.
I'm not offering. I just wanted your take on the hot toilet girl, the little white girl. That some people. I saw a lot of people marketing that. I hope she getting money off of that, because that was spontaneous. You could feel a hot tour chick. What? So I just want to know. Oh, I'm still recording, so the audio I just go through.
Appreciate the show.
Yeah. We got some more here. All right, going through the show. Oh, I'm over here, guys. I apologize. I got to look at the camera. Appreciate your show. My son said appreciate it too. So he's another artist, man. He get him come through.
Show was amazing. Show.
I know. I talked to
him back into rapping and singing.
What did I have on the show that plugged him? Oh my God. I had somebody on the podcast who was like, yo, reach out to I think it was because I know his brother. Oh, it was Jabbar. His brother was like, yo, you think I'm dope? Holla at my brother. I was just like, word? I think he's a little bit younger than
Show is the same age as around Tierra.
Okay, yeah. So he's like a younger generation than I came up with. So I was like, your little brother in the music game too? And he was like,
I've been doing music for years.
He's like,
he's a great singer.
He's like, yo, my brother doper than me. I was like, wow. So yes, appreciate you, brother. Hopefully you'll come sit down. You can sit right here, because he.
Well, speaking of music, Buku from last show, he was in Franklin.
Yeah, how you?
And I missed it.
You missed it?
I was sick.
You were sick. Okay, that's a legitimate reason. But no, he did show up. I saw him post it, and I saw him put it on the socials. Shout out to Buku, who came through. Last week, we took a break. Why did we take a break?
Because we old.
No.
We needed rest.
You know what it was?
Burning the candle at both ends.
That's what it was. I think I said that word for word. I was burning the candle at both ends. And what that means, ladies and gentlemen, is that I was
Uh-oh.
getting a lot of hot tour. I was getting a lot of hot tour, and I was self-producing this podcast. And I could
I
not.
would have took the hot tour from you.
You would
You
have.
could have.
You could have just had all. Could have had all this to myself.
You could have been on production.
I mean, it's a lot, man. It's a lot. But shout out to the sister. I can't call her sister, but the young lady that let the world know that you will keep your man a lot longer than you would have if you didn't. Pause. Oh, that thing. That was that. Then she say, "Oh, that thing." I broke it down. So let me. You know what? It's his birthday. It's his birthday. He's a grown man now. We've had conversations. Yeah. We've had conversations like this before. Mikey, your thoughts on the hot tour?
Man, listen, it's a song by Fly. It's called Becky. It's a reason why. So it's a stereotype within our community as well that we used to say, at least my generation, that the person that made this comment was a white woman. We used to say white women know how to get better head than black women.
Oh,
but they know how to give that hot tour first. All right. So just as a person that's experienced both sides of the both sides of the aisle.
Did you say your little brother ratted you out one time because you was sneaking a hot tour in the house? Your mama go down. So
my siblings always snitched.
they snitched you
But
out.
as a
They
person
ratted you
that's
out. They said,
as a person
Mikey has got a hot tour in the house, mama, while you at work. I said, y'all don't.
they look. She's exactly right. I'm a big fan of the hot tour. My lady knows. Won't put my lady business out there. She knows.
No, don't do that.
No.
No, I ain't gonna let you do that.
No, I won't do that.
But talk about them other skeezers out there.
No. The first experience of a hot tour was just amazing. It was just enlightening. It's like you seeing the world in a different light. And sometimes
Make you want to vote for Biden, goddamn.
look, it ain't no secret. For some men, you just need that release intention. That motherfucker could be very, very, very summed up, and you release that tension, and you might get a Mercedes. There's a reason why they got sugar babies out here.
Yeah.
Okay?
I don't understand why a woman would have to explain to me, and I will ask. I've asked before in my years, like why you would not be on that team if you could get something. It's a quid pro quo, as Trump said yesterday. Oh, let me get to the rest of the comment. I'm sorry, guys. If I look over here, that's where the monitor is, where the comments are, and not there. So I apologize if I'm all comments. Just let me know when. Y'all know I'm y'all family, and that's my uncle. True. Shout out. So that's not his brother. Jabbar, one is not his. You right. Because that's all right. I know where we are now. All right. So then he said, I'll be a year younger than Tierra. So God, that's letting me know right now. I just joined and it's already time for me to go. Well, Toots, happy birthday to Tootie.
Happy birthday, Tyler.
Round of applause.
It's like a bunch of cancer around.
Tootie.
It's Brandy's birthday, Tyler's birthday.
Yeah, June is a crazy month in our family for birthdays. But I mean, ain't time for you to go, Tootie. You know what hot tour is. You got a baby. Yeah. Well, you know what a hot tour is. And
If you're doing hot tour, you're not getting babies.
yeah, right. Some women hot tour to get the babies out their mouth, right?
Yeah.
Right? Why did she? I mean, she was just apparently she looked like she was on a club stroll. It was coming out. I had a guy up in Five Below, two young cats, right?
Mm-hmm.
They were content creators. They said, let's get this Mark. Let's get this old man Mark. And it was like, because I was in there shopping for a cell phone case. And it was like, excuse me, sir, can we ask you a couple of questions and can we record it? Now, first thing I said is, I hope these niggas not trying to rob me because my shit in the car.
Well, you always say, as a content creator, you say, as long as I have a copy of it. That's exactly what would be my response.
I know. See, I won't even think that because
they can manipulate
it how they want to, but and especially considering I knew this, the first thing I went into was like, sure, man, I got a podcast, so I know how this goes. So I went into that whole spiel about check out the podcast. So he asked me a question about it was a generational thing. What's the difference if you could give any advice to the younger people of today, what would you give them? And I said, fucking take your time. I mean, it was a legit question. And I was just like, take your time. Don't rush to everything that's glitter ain't gold.
Take your time, young man.
Yeah, I
Don't rush to give up.
remember being there now that you said it, you're 35. I used to say the word. You used to think Richmond, Virginia was like Kings to me.
Hell yeah. I used to think Richmond, Virginia was Miami.
Right?
It's like, I told
you
you I wanted to go nowhere but here. Now, like, if I get a
$4
job, I'm moving.
How about? Because Christmases, everything was lit for Christmas. Everything was lit for
My whole
birthdays.
family was here.
And all the fam was here. But I was sitting there saying, like, yo, man, the world is bigger than this town. And you've seen the world, you traveled the world, and thank your mom for that. But, and I just, like I told those young cats in the video, I say, yeah, man, take your time. Don't be such a rush to be grown. Enjoy these youth years. I don't know if what was your best year so far, now that you're 35? What's your best year?
As a adult?
As you got more hot tours in your life.
Dang. Okay, 2012 was a great year for me. I turned 23 that year. That was a
Early 20s.
great year.
That one I wasn't looking for you because you couldn't be found.
No, 2012 was just amazing. It was just social life was popping, women life was popping.
Mm-hmm.
I was just happy.
Not that you're not happy now.
No, not that I'm not happy now, but 2012 was amazing. I want to say, even though somebody asked this question to me yesterday, honestly, and they said, how was your 2016? I said 2016 was amazing, except for the political landscape, and we won't go back to that. But I said 2016 was amazing for me as well. But I say, yep, 23 and 27. Those are the best years I've had since becoming an adult.
Yeah, you got some more years ahead of you, man. You got some more great years ahead of you. You know why? Because it flows. Exactly. It flows. It emanates from the daddy. B, your thoughts on Hot Tour? I ask you again. What's your thoughts on that? The meme, that she went viral. Mm-hmm. Did she do anything wrong?
Oh, no.
Okay.
She was funny, very personable. Seemed like she's a delight to be around.
Yeah.
I mean, shoot, giving that Hot Tours, she's going to be a delight to be around.
Yeah, she can Brent be 1-4.
Yeah, give him that B.
Yeah.
143. So I think she was from Texas, young lady. She said, I sure do. That shout out to Toots.
Talking about the Hot Tour?
No, we're not doing it.
We're not doing
We're not doing it.
I'm
going to sidestep that landmine.
Yeah, you
I'm low to you.
Yeah, you going down the wrong pipe there. That's our cousin, man.
See what the pipe goes down.
See.
He just leaves the jokes hanging right there.
It's just like the Tim episode all over again.
Yo, Tim hit me up last night. He was like, because he was supposed to do the live stream with the debate. He had something to do because of his job. He hit me up. He said, I can't make it. I'm on call. I got to go out of town.
Man.
I said, nigga, now? I said, now, 20 minutes before we go live? He was like, yeah, man, it sucks. And I get it, but that's how it is in this type of game when you getting friends, family, host, co-host, stuff like that. Anything can happen. So I was on the fly. I just was like, oh, let it rip. As soon as I cut on that goddamn television, I was just like, why the fuck did I cut this shit on? I did not want to see that. Brent.
Yep.
How was your last week? You say you was experiencing what was your back?
Yeah, my prosthetic. Thought someone getting murdered outside.
Might be over.
The dog. But my prosthetic was my leg shrinks. It slips further inside. So
inside the cup?
Yeah. So it was about an inch too short on my left side.
Well, that's painful.
Oh yeah, the hip dropped on that side every time I stepped. It put pressure on the sciatic nerve.
Oh yeah, I had that.
Yeah, and so I had pretty much prosthetic called sciatica on that side, and just
that
pain shooting all the way down
to my imaginary toes. Yeah, because hold on, I was about to say, my nigga. I was about to say, yo, I've had sciatica. I still got sciatica. But I know it went all the way to my toes. But you ain't got no toes there.
And you still,
It still hurt.
it still was tingling in my toes, wherever they are.
Hold on, did you bury your feet?
I have no idea what to do with it.
Did they bury them or what?
They could toss it in the garbage behind the building for all I care.
Yeah.
They could have put it in somebody's ass, you know.
Yeah. For anybody that does not know, Brent is he wears a prosthetic, and I love him for being open and honest about it. You know, if you have a condition, go see. I mean, the story was you stepped on a Christmas ball,
Christmas ornament, yeah.
a Christmas ornament, and you didn't think anything of it until.
I stepped on it and it cut me, and there was a little piece hanging out. And I pulled
Did
that
you
out.
have health insurance?
No.
And so, if you don't have health insurance, you think twice about going to get help for it.
Yeah, because it's gonna cost.
Because it's gonna cost, and that's the lesson, motherfuckers.
Is that a true story?
That's a true fucking dead ass story, dead ass. Sign up for some
And that's why I
Obamacare.
hate Christmas.
No, I know why you hate Christmas. I know why you hate Christmas.
That's a enlightening story. I would.
No, that's a dead ass story.
Wow.
You know, he had,
Got infected, didn't heal. The diabetes kicked in. I was like, hey,
I gotta go on the minute, on the spot.
I'm gonna take these toes first. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna keep this. This infection kept on going. They said, all right, so we're gonna cut you here now. If you wait 2 weeks, it's gonna be above your knee, and it's gonna be a lot worse.
Getting closer to the dick. So
The infection was still going there for?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They said, yeah, I got another week before they had to go higher, another month before I might not even be here.
He said, that's it. Don't do it no more.
Said, you're getting too close to the jewels.
Yeah, look,
down
I understand.
Definitely too close to the jewels.
can I give a shout out to Mad Skills?
Yeah, he did the
He
concert.
hung it up.
Dang.
Hold up.
I wish I would have went to it.
Yeah, no more
Hung up
rap,
like, wow.
no more wrap-ups, no more albums.
That was his last show.
Yep.
Yeah.
At the dog went down?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't go because I don't do heat, guys. I don't know. I'm sorry, B. I'm just trying to cut on the speaker. Go ahead. Keep talking. No dead air. No dead air.
I'm just saying, from the parking deck to wrapping it up and leave us all in alerts like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a good run.
Yeah.
He went out on his own.
Here's the thing. He didn't have run at Curry Street. I mean, he didn't have, as much as many times I saw that cat, I think I might have, and this is, damn, it's going to sound like I'm hating now. But I didn't see him play ball. He was just always, when you, if you play 2K.
But Skills used to be like around the city.
Yeah, he used to be around the Curry Street. Well, I think it was a Curry Street.
Mm-hmm. He worked in the parking deck right over.
We worked in the parking deck right across the street, but we balled at, where Curry Street Gym is, on Curry and Harrison.
Yeah.
We used to, but it's an outside court and an inside court. Outside, if the inside, you couldn't get run on the inside because it'd be packed. You could run on the outside. So we outside, well, we would always be looking for a run. We'd be running outside and we see him, but I didn't know. I mean, I was just like,
his first album came out like 96. He's been around it for a while.
no, he was been around before 96. I remember when the Vowels dropped out with the Super Friends, that might have been 93, 94. It was before I left the city. So that joint was popping. But shout out to Skills and what he done brought to the city of Richmond and beyond. I think he also claimed Fayetteville too.
He lived in Fayetteville too.
Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. Let's get back to it. Go ahead.
At one point, I was looking at
What
that.
is y'all at? I'm looking at bad choices. All right, so bad choices. What we do is this is our wrap up for the night for Taking No Shorts podcast. Everybody grabs a card of bad choices and we talk about it. Brent definitely has shit written down.
Oh,
Yeah, and I want him. Before I get to bad choices, I want Brent to get his shit in. I've been trying to give it to him, like in wrestling. Get your shit in, go.
I was just trying to see how I could fit it in there.
Don't fit nothing. Pause. Just say it.
Have you ever circled back on a woman?
On a chick?
Yeah, after like 10 years or so plus.
I'm trying to think. I tr-
And don't get yourself in trouble then, because you could be circling back on something. Then
No. I could never get in trouble. No, I ain't never circle back. If I got to think that long, I probably didn't circle back. If anything, they probably tried to circle back on me, and I just like, you snooze, you didn't hop to enough. Y'all didn't get to the business. What are you talking about here? You know, that's what we talk about.
but if it comes available again, you gotta take it.
I mean, yeah, Mike answered it, right?
Prior to 2019, let me just make sure I say
Yeah,
that.
make sure you clean yourself up now.
Prior to 2019, yeah, I'm kind of like the poster child for that. I drive off of nostalgia, and sometimes
I like nostalgia too, but now
if you leave a good mark with me, if you leave an
A good taste
impression,
in your mouth?
yes. Well, I leave a good taste in it. You know.
Hey,
Yo,
wow.
no. I've done it before, but it hasn't came with positive results. It's always been something that's just.
I will hope it comes back with negative results.
Oh,
I don't
always
want
negative.
nothing to come back positive.
Always negative.
Yeah.
Always negative. But no, I've done it before with plenty of exes that I've been with.
Yeah, I got one time and shouldn't have did it. Should not. I don't even know if I said that correctly, but I knew I instantly, and it wasn't because I wanted it. Again, I think you said the question was, did you circle back? It was
Just a circling back.
yeah. Somebody has always circled back to me, and because I never circled back, but this one time, this young woman circled back to me, and I was just like, you know what? Let's just see. You know, and I saw, and I was just like, dang, I was disappointed. And she might have been disappointed. To be fair, she might have been disappointed in me too. But I was just like, nah, whatever was there is not there anymore, and it's okay. You know, it's okay. But so answer your own question, B.
Well, one of the sisters from Treehouse.
Oh yeah, shout out to Treehouse. Treehouse, what they call Treehouse now? Treehouse apartment community in our city in Richmond, Virginia. That back in the '90s when we was Black Gen Excellences, it was the college students after they left the dorm. It was almost like a dorm, right?
Yeah.
Like they was subsidized. Did we get subsidy?
I don't.
I know I got financial aid, but I don't think I gave y'all niggas no money.
Oh.
Remember Adrian left us with a phone bill?
Oh, yeah.
Was it us or was it y'all or what? I don't think
just left as a bill. Man. We don't know.
cat that he didn't even go to college with us. Where is he? This cat didn't even go to college with us, but he was just hanging around because I think he was dating somebody that was in college.
He was dating a lot of girls.
He was mowing down a lot of chicks in college, a lot of co-eds, and I think he was from their part of the state, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he ended up, I can't say he won't down. He was just always around.
Yeah, here's a guy. Oh man, there he is.
Yeah, he was just.
Yeah, he was a good guard on the basketball court.
Oh yeah, he had a little bit of game.
He play ball.
Yeah, he had a little bit of game, and I forgot how me and B was roommates, and then I said I ain't going back to college no more. I think I was going through a breakup with you. I was just like, I don't think I'm going back to college anymore, but I'm gonna have a job. I knew I had a job. And I think I put y'all on to a job.
At Sears?
Yeah. You and Slim.
And the second girl from Sears.
Which one? Oh, don't put no. Tell me after the show, because now I'm thinking, nigga, we might have. That was just.
She probably did because she was doing everybody.
Yeah, that was. You remember I was working at Sears?
Yeah, you was at Sears.
And I was engaged to her a couple years ago.
No, I didn't do it. I would never do that to my homeboy.
Yeah, I mean, this was years after Sears.
But Adrian was we had one phone. This is dating us a lot, but this was when we didn't have cell phones. I think beepers was maybe coming out.
Oh yeah,
we had beepers, but if you call somebody long distance,
Shit costs money.
it costs money. You would
You gotta
run.
wait for nights and weekends.
Yeah, no, it wasn't even nice.
That's cell phone.
This was a landline.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I remember the junk came in. Kevin said, "Yo, who the fuck?"
so I'm gonna call this number.
I said, "Nigga, my hoes is here. My hoes ain't. I'm not calling out of town for nobody. I don't know nobody out of town like that." And I think they put two and two together, and it was like Adrian. I forgot. I mean, I don't know why Adrian. I don't know how I even got to Adrian.
Yeah, he was there for the longest time. The name we do not speak.
Mhm.
Every time we talked about him, he popped
He
up.
pop up. So you went back on the chick back in the Sears Bay, back in the 90s.
And my high school ex.
Why? Why would you? Why? Yeah, well, that's a bigger question. Why would you go back to a high school ex? One matter of fact, when did you go back to a high school ex?
It was a convenience move for you?
About 6 years, 7 years ago.
Yeah, why? Why would you do that?
Because it was available.
That's what I'm saying. It's a convenience move.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean,
And you know, she's good people and she's good in bed.
okay. Well, all right. Well, that checks a lot of boxes for you.
And there was one girl on Black Planet. I can't remember her name.
Oh, you said Black Planet.
Shout out to Black Planet.
Dating yourselves.
Shout out to Black Planet.
Oh,
I
man.
saw her one day in Kroger, and she was like, "You don't remember me?" I'm like, "I don't remember you." I remember a lot about you.
She did a hot tour.
No, she just
She did
whatever
more
it was, you can just let it go.
The chick that come out here and talk about the next one, I don't know who's gonna go viral, but trust me, it's gonna be another hot tour coming out there. You know, you had another one, B.
And that was it.
That
That
was
was it for that comment.
that was you got this is your time to land, sir. I got 25 minutes.
No, the other one was just have you ever proved to a woman like conclusively that you love her?
Yeah, she got the bag. She got the bag. That's it.
People say, you know, you give her things, everything, and but, you know, she had hardcore evidence that
I'm gonna let Mikey take this one.
Well, my lovely woman. I
She not watching this yet.
No.
They gonna watch it later though.
Yes, she do. Yes, she do. No, the woman that I'm with now, I want to say a couple of days ago is when she was like, "You must really, really love me," and I'm like, "Yes, I really, really do." I'm not gonna say exactly what I did or anything of that nature, but it was something that brought her comfort. No, it was something that brought her comfort and ease. And I'm not big. I'm words of affirmation. She's much more of an action person. And for me, I tell her all the time, for me, I'm words of affirmation. Like, you have to tell me you love me every day. Because I'm a little bit got anxiety. I'd be like, where you going? You still love me?
No, I ain't raised
You still love me? Well, that's true. That's
just like you.
no. That
Never, not now.
That sounds just like you.
No, back never. That. Hold on, excuse me. I'm gonna let him finish his story. I'm gonna get to you.
But no, that's because of war scars. How I got like that. I won't always like that.
Yeah,
But
that's
no,
his personal.
that's my personal experience. But words of affirmation is how I say it. But what I did,
I know where you going.
what I did for my woman, she was like, "You really love me," and I'm like, "Yeah, I ain't going nowhere. I mean, I'm 35."
Damn, I hope you didn't say that, Mike.
No, I ain't say that. But she knows
I'm old man. Goddamn it, I can't.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
I'm 40. Yeah. I'm sorry, Brent. I'm a little late with it, but back when in college, I pined over every cute girl. When I was 18, 19, 20, after me and his mom broke up, I was just any woman that said, "Jay, you look cute," because y'all was teasing. They called me Sahara.
Oh, you look like what is
No, to let him tell you.
It was the desert because he was dry. It wouldn't get. It
I
wouldn't
won't
get
get
wet.
no play.
But okay, you know what? The funny part is, I mean, as your child growing up, all I saw you with was with different, no offense, different women, and I thought it was cool. And I didn't inherit that gene. I'm not gonna lie to you. I inherited the gentleman-like gene, but I thought it was cool growing up. I've never known for you not to have somebody.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. But, so yeah, this was when you were.
I had to be like a baby.
Yeah, you was
like
a
1,
baby.
2, 3.
Yeah, you were 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you were 3, 4, 5. And I was just like, but then I caught the game. when the game got to be, it got to be. I said, oh, it doesn't exist.
The fingers started coming up.
Yeah, the fingers started coming up, and I said, "Oh, I got to." First thing I said, I got to get my bank up. That's the first thing I said, because
I'm the minute man.
I've been like, I got to get this paper up because, hey, none of these bras is gonna respect me until I come across their face with a couple hundreds. You dig? That's period. End of story. That's the only way they go see what I'm talking about. So to answer your question, B, to piggyback off of Mikey's answer, how I know a woman say she love me, she got that card and went to the store and came back with 4 or 5 bags. She say, nigga, you must love me. I say, yeah, baby, I do. Go on and spend it up. Go and do what you gotta do. Cause it's hard to get a lot of, sometimes it's hard to get people. It ain't tricking if you got it. Put it that way. It ain't tricking if you got it. And it's hard to get men to part from their money. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that I was a trick, but I just knew what it took to get what I want.
For me, I say it's tricking if you got it. Even
Yeah.
But my story was your high school classmate.
Oh,
we went to the. I had
Mikey might not even know because she ain't lived too far from. She lived right away.
I was at the eye doctor, and that's when I had a case of sarcoidosis, and my immune system was attacking my eyes.
Wow. That's why the Joan Blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I couldn't see, and we were in there, and she was worried. They opened up Virginia Eye Institute
Yeah.
over there for me. It was closed that day.
Mm-hmm.
The doctor made a few calls, and they opened it up for me to come in the building. They sent the doctor there, and the doctor was worried, and I couldn't see. So they had me hooked up to like blood pressure stuff and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's there, and she's like, you all right? You okay? It's gonna be all right. They're gonna find out what's wrong with you. I said,
Just give me a hot tour.
yeah. I was like, all right. So I put my arm around her. I said, lean closer. I said, well, I can see you. That's all I need. And my heart started racing. And she's like, stop. I said, no, every time I touch you, our heart goes a little faster. I did it again, and it just started going. And she was like, wow. I was like, I'm gonna get some tonight.
So you used the medical situation to get pussy. You're a dirty motherfucker. That's why you are the real type.
That's truly how she affected me.
I'm sure.
She
We're in the weeds
she
here.
was for me, man.
I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that. And you know her husband. Put it that way. You know her husband now. All right. Back to
He was a cool guy.
He's a cool guy. Well, I'll tell you off the air. Here you go, sir.
Wayne Green, is that right?
That's my aunt. Where we at?
Uncle Wayne.
Hey, what's happening? He chilling up there, and I think he in Williamsburg now.
Is Uncle Wayne birthday in June too?
He's July 7th.
July. Yeah, he's a Cancer.
Yeah. He coming through. Shout out to you. I appreciate you. Love you, bro.
Just take one.
Just take one. All right. I'm gonna take one. What's that? We got another one here.
No, I was just think about the one I just
The
picked.
one you got. All right. Who wants to go first?
How you play this game? How you do it?
Just
break
pick
it
up
down.
the card. It's a card game.
Read them through. Figure out which one you like.
Yeah. Just answer it. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
All right. Go ahead.
Have you ever been choked during sex?
Hell yeah. I know. I'm sorry. Mikey?
Shit, if I'm putting it down correctly, I'm gonna get a little choke from a woman before. I did it.
Yeah. No, not you doing
No,
it.
I had it. Yeah. She on top and he was getting proposed.
I'd have been choked. Not forcefully.
I didn't got proposed to.
Shit. No, you better not. If she do that, I wish I was there. Be like, nigga, don't.
No, she proposed to me.
Yeah, I'm saying I would have been like, no, that she crazy. She crazy, boy. She crazy. Yeah, man.
I almost drowned.
How so?
In the
He's definitely taking those shorts today.
Had me by the back of the head and just riding it and just like
Your face?
yeah, she just had me by the back of the head and wouldn't let it go and just blast.
You see my face?
I couldn't breathe. I was like, I just want to hold my breath. Just keep on going.
You being
So you got geyser, you got hot tour on.
Oh yeah.
Fuck, Jesus
She let me
Christ.
go.
Damn, bro.
Oh
He
yeah.
was officially, what's the Ivan Drago line? If he dies, he dies.
That's what I was in that moment.
I don't know what the fuck y'all doing. God damn. I just been choked. This
May your God rest her soul.
she go?
Yeah.
You think she gets that in heaven?
She passed 3 days after I last my soul.
You think in heaven she grabbing niggas' heads and gushing over them?
Oh man, that's some sacrilegious type stuff.
I'm just saying, right? Be don't
Angels-
believe.
angels wings all dripping.
Be an atheist. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, the word everybody know what B is. What B's beliefs is. So I have to ask him this, especially at this late hour of taking those shorts. Shout out to Josh, cousin Josh. Say what up.
Thanks, Josh.
Thanks, Josh. Appreciate you, man. Hopefully, hey,
He got a little one, didn't he?
yeah, he just congratulations to you. He's a new father. B, what you think is happening to her in heaven? Do people fucking heaven?
Depending on the description of heaven that you believe.
That remember that joke? Ooh, ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's happened to me.
Yeah, that's heaven to you, but if you go by scripturally, I don't think there's any of that going on.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not. All right. Let me. You answered George. Everybody answered it. Let me get right. Have you ever made a sex tape? Jeez. I mean, I self-produced this whole fucking podcast. What the fuck you think? I mean, yes, of course, and but never irresponsible. Is that a word?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was
Always, yeah. I've always been responsible with everything. Yeah. Go ahead, Brent. Have you?
No, I'm just saying you said you made a sex tape with anybody in particular.
Please. For the sanctity of my birthday, do not answer that question.
Oh damn! I didn't even know you. Oh shit!
Don't answer that question while I'm here. You can answer that to him while I'm not here.
Yeah, no, I know, but I mean, I'm gonna answer it, but I'm gonna answer it no. Jesus Christ, Rick, you're a devil. Mikey, you ever make a sex tape?
Prior to 2019, disclaimer. Yes, but I deleted it.
Hold on, I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear this.
I deleted it the same day.
Yeah.
The squirter has tapes of me and her together.
Oh, Lord.
That I don't know what happened to them after she passed away.
So it's out here.
So you was OnlyFans before OnlyFans?
It's out here in these streets.
Oh, man.
Hope not.
Yeah, it's out here in these streets. Cause you don't know, Mikey, your birthday guy.
Have you ever lied about your weight on your driver's license?
Your answer, your question.
No.
All play. No, I know this is more for a chick question because I think a lady would do it. I don't think you do it, Brent. Brent, you ever lied about your driver's license? Men ain't doing that shit. Yeah, that's a chick thing. You know, I'm not too hung up about. Although I've been walking around today because of the heat with my shirt off, and I look and I got that little dad bod pooch coming up right here. I mean, I wear tight suit jackets and I try to look age appropriate for the podcast, but I got this thing going on, ladies and gentlemen, and I mean the suit button. I got space. I know how to tell. See, yeah, he can model over that. Yeah,
I'm this giant.
Yeah. I ain't never had it, but I saw myself in the camera with my shirt off without it being live, and I said to myself, "Holy!" I said.
R.I.P. to him, by the way.
Yeah, that was a great movie. You see?
Oh,
It's Full Metal Jacket, right?
Yeah, Full Metal Jacket.
And the black guy who said New Jack City.
Oh yeah, it's
Right.
name. It's Cosby, but it's something else. I forgot what his name was.
The young dude, the old man that came
shot,
in.
yeah, he shot Nino Brown.
Nino Brown.
Dunner got him. He
Send you
said,
back to hell.
Dunner man say, "Shut up, old man." He gave him 2 liver shots.
He was 90 years old. He was in a lot of movies.
Yeah, shout out to him, man.
Bill Cobb.
Yeah, that's what it was. Because I was like, Bill Cosby, but it's the way that it's spelled. Yeah.
Shout out to him.
Bill Cobbs.
He played some iconic roles. Great actor. If you see those little character actors and stuff, man, they do their thing. We done tonight, man. Any shout outs we gotta go? You got anything else be over there on the letter?
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather know when you're going to die than how you're going to die?
Yeah.
I don't want to know when. If you gave it a choice, I would want to know how. I don't care when.
Yeah, there was some final destination stuff. That like every time you get on the highway.
Don't say that. 'Cause I ain't gonna
See, no. I don't want to know how I go. I want to know when, because I can live my life to the fullest. I'm gonna live it to my life to the fullest.
I don't want to know when, because if you know when, you're gonna do something crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna do crazy stuff.
Yeah, you're gonna do some.
I'm gonna snake rail.
I don't want to know when, because I already do crazy
If
shit.
y'all probably disclaimer. Have y'all seen the new Bad Boys yet?
No, I haven't.
It's a part in there with Bad Boys when Martin Lawrence is like, "Don't worry, Mike, it ain't my time to go yet." And the whole movie is revolving around it. He be doing crazy stuff. He like, "It's not my time yet." So if you tell me my time and I know when it is, yeah, I'm gonna do some crazy stuff because it ain't my time yet. I know what time it is.
And the nephew, the
Yeah, that's a good movie.
He stole the show from me.
Yeah, it's like
I haven't seen it because if it ain't Marvel, I ain't going to the movie theaters.
It's good, Pops. It's better than the third one.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. You know what got me off of going to the movie theaters? It won't even Marvel. It won't COVID. It was that goddamn third Star Wars. The one
It was fan service one. It was fan service. You talking about Rise of
Skywalkers. I went and saw that in the winter. It was winter 2019.
You blame Ryan Johnson for that.
Man, I was so pissed.
You can blame Ryan Johnson.
I was so pissed. I said, "You motherfuckers got me out here during the Christmas season and spending $15-20 to see." And I could have stayed. This shit could have been straight direct to video, because it's on every weekend now, just about. But
movies are bombing now to the point where they're literally coming.
That's why I haven't seen. But not no disrespect.
That's not
to
gonna
the
bomb
movie.
it. That junk is like making hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah, no disrespect to the movie, but I mean, I'm gonna just leave it like that. All right. Any shout outs? Let me do my own flowers to my firstborn son. Son, I love you. Thank you for coming to the podcast. This will be your empire one day. if this is what you decide.
You Fred G and I'm Lamont?
Yeah, no. I mean, that's how the game was given to me.
Shady Grady.
Yeah, that's Shady Grady. But I love you. I'm proud of you. Do not let the world put any parameters around you. Don't let all of this bullshit get you apathetic. Continue to shine. You gonna shine because you come from me. It's got to be, and it's just, and you come from your mama too. So yeah, you come from your mama too. So it's inevitable that you got to shine. So I love you. Happy birthday. I'm glad that you came. Pause.
Thank you. You came too.
Yeah, I mean, I do. Yeah. All right. Brent, ladies and gentlemen, shout out. Where can everybody reach you at, Brent? If they have a problem with what you say and get out my fucking inbox about it.
Oh, yeah, they can reach me at Brent 1437 and Brent Lee 1437 at Instagram and Twitter respectively. Plus, it's Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. I'm gonna stay
End of the fucking month.
to the end of the month. Yeah, 998 or 998.com you can go get help.
Yeah.
Well, you can hit me on either one of my Instagram or Twitter. I'll help you.
He will. I've known him for 30 plus years. He was helping folks back then. If you got a problem on that emotional side, that man is a loving, I can't even say pause. You're a loving guy, Brent.
Yeah. I'm not an uncle fucker.
You're an uncle fuck at the same time. No,
Oh, okay.
at the same time. All right, Mikey, let everybody know where they can reach you at and the shout outs.
My natural name, Jan Herbert at and on Facebook.
Mhm.
At JSavior88 on IG. And I don't have a Twitter, so
Good for you. And any shout outs to anybody?
shout out to everybody that wished me happy birthday today. I'm blessed to be alive. I love you. You're a
You
wonderful
are.
father, and I love my mother as well.
Yeah.
I love my whole family, and I'm just grateful. Grateful to be here.
Hey man, my name is Jay Grizzly Green, aka Mr. Leave No Meat on the Bone, aka Jay Grizzo, aka the Great Grizzolini. Make sure you like, share, subscribe anywhere where you find your favorite podcast. Also, every Friday at 8:45 CPT time on Facebook. That's facebook.com Taking No Shorts Pod. And then on YouTube, that's youtube.com/@ symbol. Don't spell AT, just do the @ symbol, Taking No Shorts Pod. Shout outs to my son, Jaron Michael. Shout out to my wife. Shout out to B. Shout out to all my loved ones. Shout out to the ancestors. Hey, y'all, make sure y'all go out here and participate. Do not buy what they trying to sell you. Don't sit home. Be in the game. Peace and love. We out.